Hello and welcome to our presentation about canning basics.
Today, my brother and I are going to teach you how to keep your favorite summer produce on your table all year long. My name is Teddy Luecke. I'm 13 years old and I go to West Pole Middle School.
My name is Nelson Luecke. I'm 16 years old. I go to Waukesha West High School and we both go to the Luecke 4-H Club. The equipment needed for canning is a canner, an insert rack, jars, a jar lid rings, headspace measure, a funnel, a wet paper towel, and a can lifter. When canning, you can use multiple size jars that have multiple sized openings depending on the recipe you're using.
Sterilizing your jars is very important. The first step to this process is washing your jar in soapy water and then boiling it for 10 minutes. And then you are going to boil your lids and lid rings for 5 minutes. Sterilizing your jars is very important because it's preventing bacteria from contaminating your food that is being preserved.
The next step is to fill up your jar. When filling your jar, use your funnel. After you're done filling your jar, remove the funnel. And then take your headspace measure and make sure you have the proper headspace. After that, take your damp paper towel and wipe down the edges of your jar. Then take your lid and lid ring and lightly tighten it on your jar. Headspace is the space in between the food and the top of the jar and is important because when canning, the food may bubble up and leak out, resulting in an improper seal.
Processing jars is a step after you fill your jars. The first step is to put in your insert rack into your canner. And then put in your food into your insert rack. If you are canning more than one can, make sure that your cans are not touching. After that, lower your insert rack into your canner and make sure it is 1 inch below the water. The time that the food processed in the canner depends on the recipe, the jar size, and the elevation.
The final steps of processing is to remove your jar from the canner. First, raise your insert rack and take your jar lifters and remove the jar from the canner. After a few minutes, look for the indentation on the top of the lid to indicate that it has properly sealed. Let jars sit for 24 hours before storing, and stored goods can be stored up to 1 year.
Some of our favorite things that we have canned before are dill pickles, apple pie filling, homemade salsa is one of my favorites, and apple butter.
We've also made cinnamon applesauce, sweet pickles, and plain applesauce.
Now that you have listened to our presentation, you may now go can yourself and make whatever you would like. And you can make your very own vegetables and fruits that you can can.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.